Ever since I started doing Looksmaxxing, I have started dating countless of girls, and it has gotten me 3 girlfriends over the past 3 years. But the main reason for why this happened was actually because I have built an aesthetic physique. And if you want to learn exactly the program that I use to get an aesthetic physique, then have a look at the top link of the description. All the details are there. Anyways, in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the 3 key factors that actually changed my facial attractiveness from 17 years old to now at 19 years old. So, step number 1, train your facial attractiveness. There's a quick story that I actually want to tell you about this. So, back in elementary school, when I was like 10, 11 years old, we used to play something called SPK here in my country. Basically, this game was about that you could challenge another person to do something either disgusting or kind of playful. Basically, K was for consequences. So, can you guess what all of the boys and girls were asking each other? They were asking each other, "Oh, my challenge to you is to kiss my best friend over there." Because the smart tactic about this was that he knew that if the girl actually kissed his friend, then he knew, okay, she would actually be interested in him. Because usually, if the girl wasn't interested, they would just kind of, turn it off or kind of smoothly kind of turn the conversation to something different. But anyway, so I was with my class and we were like always like 12, 15 playing this game. But the thing was, I wasn't actually really playing the game because they never asked me. So basically, you could kind of choose which one that you wanted to ask. So basically, the girls would always ask the pretty guys in the class. Who was the athletes who had the 6 pack. Basically, the ones they were interested in. And I was just the guy sitting on the corner of this game. And I never got asked anything. And even when I think there was like one time that I actually got asked to do something, they turned me down. So that was just a brutal reality slap that I was just not born with the genetics. But here's the thing. We have over 40 different muscles in our face. And that's when I realized, just like we can train our body to become more attractive looking, you can train your face to become more attractive looking. Because ever since I started training my facial looks, I literally met up with a girl that I knew to kind of just have a good day. Like we were hanging around, we were going to the gym together, all of this, right? But the important thing about this trip was on the way home. So she had a car, so she drove me to the station where I had to take the train home. And the point here was that she said, just before I left, I probably know that you're hearing this a lot, but you are a hot catch. That's what my friend says about you. And I was like, instantly, I was like, holy fuck. I have never in my life heard that. But as soon as I started to train my facial attractiveness, all of a sudden I'm a hot catch. I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never heard about that in my entire life. And all of a sudden it kind of felt like effortlessly, just because I trained some part of my facial muscles. And that's exactly why I've been making a program, exactly where I teach how to train your facial attractiveness as a bonus tip. So not only do it teach you how to train to an aesthetic body, but it also teaches you how to train your facial attractiveness. Completely guides where I go step by step down on how you can like train your face to become more attractive. I'm telling you, it's not your genetics. Oh, well, right now it is your genetics, but we can literally change like your genetics, if that makes sense. Like we can make you more attractive. Your genetics doesn't really matter in this. So again, if you want to have a closer look at it and transform your looks, then go have a look at the top link in the description. All the details are there. So step number 2, something more important than actually looks, which is building the skill of being able to speak with girls. Because let me tell you something, what's the point of being really good looking? Girls are literally looking towards you all the time when you walk around, right? But let's be honest, girls are not gonna be taking the initiative to actually go up and then do the job for you. That's your job. You're gonna go up to the girls, be asking them about how you're doing, can I get your number, do you want to do something after this, right? You gotta be taking the initiative. So the thing is, what's the point of being really good looking, but you haven't been training your social skills? So you don't have any charisma, you don't know how to flirt with a girl, then bro, she's not gonna be interested because there's another guy out there who knows how to flirt with her to make her feel fun, funny and excited. He's gonna be the guy that she chose or choose. So the thing is, we need to learn how to also speak to girls. And what's the single best way to do so, now you may ask? Literally just cold approach girls or warm approach. Basically, you just need to speak to more girls. So whenever you are at the gym, you can literally just, as soon as you go into the gym and you see a girl, you can literally just go over with a smile and then just put your fist up like this and just be like, what's up? Are you doing good? Have a good workout. Have a good afternoon. Something like this. You just say something. Just learn how to speak with girls. Learn how to interact with them. If you still feel scared every single time or kind of nervous, your heart begins to pound a lot when you see a girl, I actually think that is just because you haven't been training your skill to actually speak with girls. It should be like just speaking to a guy. But that being said, having good looks definitely helps, because you will be perceived differently. Like, I don't know if you heard the study of two different girls. So there is a girl who is overweight, and then we have another girl who is very attractive looking and who is slim. Both of these girls needed help with something. I think it was carrying like their backpack or some shit like that. And literally, by the statistics, the pretty girl got significantly more help than the uglier version. So that being said, is that no matter how we look at it, if physiologically, we literally perceive good-looking people way better than not so good-looking people. So it would definitely help you in the dating market. But it's just for me to say to you as a reminder that even if you have good looks now, it's not like you're just all of a sudden gonna get all the girls. It is way easier. Just imagine it like this. It's kind of like having aimbot. It's like you will literally already be perceived good by the girl. So this means that when you walk up to her, she will literally be interested in what you said, instead of just being like, oh, no, not interested. So that is literally such a big advantage, right? So already now you're basically good. You just need to speak to her and then you will literally have her, right? So it is a huge improvement to your game. But again, if you can't talk to them, they're literally just gonna lose interest because there's somebody else who knows exactly how to talk to her. Remember, girls want to have fun in their life. It's one of the most important lessons that I've learned about girls. And that is exactly why that I've been making this channel, so you don't fuck this shit up. So I have literally fucked up countless of times with girls, right? Literally think about it like this. These videos that I make, it's literally like I'm walking in front of you inside of a dangerous forest. If I get cut by a branch or like a fucking stick, I tell you, I look behind my shoulder and I literally tell you, bro, be careful of that fucking branch right there. It will fucking hurt your face. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, thank you, bro. Oh, bro, I just fell over the stone. Be careful. Oh, thanks, bro. That's literally what my channel here is about. It's about for you to learn about all the mistakes that I've done, so you don't do the mistakes. Can you see how quickly of a progress that you can make when you just learn from my mistakes, so you don't have to go through the same things that I did? And that's exactly why I will highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe, because that's exactly what I teach inside of here. But let's go to step number 3, which is how to build an aesthetic body. So as I said in the start of the video, literally building an aesthetic physique is the main reason for basically all the success that I've had in life. As soon as you have a strong body, that shows that you're masculine and you're powerful, but it's also the right proportion, so you look also sexy. I'm telling you, you will just be perceived differently. It's just like with your face. And it's the exact same thing with your body. If your body is also attractive, you will again be perceived more valuable or more higher status. I'm telling you, when I walk inside of a room, I don't get picked on. I don't, have that feeling that somebody is gonna beat the shit out of me anymore. It's like I just feel comfortable in the room because I know I'm like 9 out of 10 times the biggest guy in the room and also the best looking guy in the room. So now you may ask, okay, but how do we build an aesthetic physique? Like, what's the muscles that I need to train? Do I just spam my chest or what? Here's the 7 aesthetic muscles. I will be naming them now step for step. So I will highly recommend you to take some notes on this because this is the most important thing that I teach about the body. So the first aesthetic muscle is your neck. The second is your traps, specifically the upper traps. The third muscle is your upper chest. Fourth is your lateral delts. The fifth is your lats. The sixth is your biceps. And the seventh and the last muscle for building an aesthetic physique is your abs. Just by building these 7 aesthetic muscles, you will see a huge difference in how girls are treating you. I'm telling you, like I have so many girls who have texted me like wild shit, but also just compliments about my physique being so hot and it looks so good and it's the most attractive physique that they have seen. All of these different things, bro, it feels so good for your confidence, literally, to hear all of these things. And again, that's exactly why I would highly recommend you to join my program. It's literally in pre-sale right now. What this means is that it will be the cheapest that it will ever be. This means that it's currently $20, only $20, and I will be literally making the program for how to build an aesthetic physique. I will literally have a bonus guide on how you can transform your facial looks, and I will have lots of more things inside of there. You can literally request me if you want something inside of there. I will be making it. That's exactly the point of it being pre-sale. So again, if you want to get my help to finally have some confidence in yourself and being attractive to girls when you just walk in the streets and girls are just looking at you and smiling, it feels like it's on easy mode, bro. Then go have a look at the top link description. All the details are there. With that being said, I really want to thank you for watching this far because you have really been productive with your time. Think about all the other things that you could have been doing, but you have chosen to be educational. I'm very proud of you for that. And with that being said, then I will highly recommend you to go down and watch this video because to keep learning, right? So go down, click subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah.